Go. All right, welcome back. Here before the break, we did have the amazing Omotola Jalade Akinde here talking about TFAA, which is coming up on the 29th of November. And just to remind you that the director from Google for strategy and operations from the UK will be flying in for that, Craig Fenton. So it's a very important event that you want to be at. I mean, we all love Google, don't we? So we know that we want to listen to all the great things they have to say with regards to entertainment and business. But moving away from that now, I have another special guest here with me, another TFAA nominee, Future Awards nominee for fashion, Derin Fabikun. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you so much.
I always like to ask, where were you when you got the phone call, or when you heard that you were nominated?
I was actually asleep.
Okay.
So the phone call woke me up, and a lady was like, "Oh, we sent you an email. You've been nominated for the Future Award." I'm like, "Really?" I was really excited, yeah. And I couldn't go back to sleep again.
So you were in fashion and design and all of that. It feels like, to me, correct me if I'm wrong, that you've been doing this for not so long a time, but you've done so well in that time. How long have you been doing this for?
Okay, so I started off this business right after uni, and that's about 10 years ago. But I would say the business got its breakthrough about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Yes.
What happened 5 years ago?
Well, we got our breakthrough design, and yeah, we have gone on to produce over 1,000 pieces of that particular design, which I think is what I know is what put me on the pedestal and what brought me out to the limelight.
Yeah. How's the journey been, though? Because I know starting a business, first of all, in Nigeria is a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
You're starting a business in fashion where there seems to be a lot of competition. There's people who've been doing this for years and decades, and having to stand out in that crowd. And the challenges, of course, you face with regards to, I know, dealing with customers, dealing with tailors. I know the tailor story. Every designer has a tailor story. How's the journey been?
So it's been amazing. I mean, just like every journey, we have our ups. I've had my ups and downs, and firstly, what I feel like has kept me is the fact that I know exactly what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I know my niche, and I created my niche. And for this particular period where we've been thriving, I have decided to stay in my niche and just focus on growing that niche.
Yeah.
So yes, the journey has been amazing. It's been filled with ups and downs. Like I said, we've had issues of the regular customers, staffing. But what happens with me with staffing is you have to go through training to work with FabLaneby Derin. So no matter your expertise from wherever you're coming from, you have to be able to understand and interpret my design. So we do like a 3 weeks training course for everybody we're about to employ. And then after a certain period of time, they're good enough to become a standard staff.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to designing, like I said, I know exactly what I want. I know my structure. I was able to create my structure, policies. I don't joke with my policies for anyone. So my policies remain my policies. You have to be able to go through my policies, or you don't want to be styled by us, basically. And that has kept me sane. It has been able to keep me level-headed. And yeah, we just keep going from there.
What's been the hardest part of the journey for you?
For me, the hardest part of the journey was probably trying to break through. That was in the beginning. Yeah, trying to break through, because I remember sending messages to a couple people. Okay, please, we're a new brand. We just started off. Would you like to try our pieces? We got a couple no's, and some people took the chance on us and they said yes. So yeah, rejection, when the fear of, I don't feel like I'm good enough. And at first, starting in fashion, like you said, there are lots of competitors and everything, but I had to say to myself, like, okay, my business is not my competitors. My business are the people that love my brand and love my pieces. So I focused on that, and I let everything else just be behind me.
Yeah. What's the best part of the journey for you?
Oh, the best part of it is just seeing everything come together. When you have from design stage, which is the sketching stage, and then you start the process of sourcing the fabric, you start the process of creating the garment, and then by the time you see everything come together, the customer is wearing it and is loving it and is just appreciating you, and you see every part of her body looking amazing in something that you created from scratch. It's just it's so fulfilling. So yes.
Are you happy with the fashion industry? Because I know you're doing very well. There's fashion shows. The fashion weeks are getting more, more attention internationally. But I always hear the talk about the textile part of the chain still being a problem.
Yes.
And I've also heard about accessories sometimes. I know I heard someone who tried to come into Nigeria to do something along sort of mass-producing fashion and found out that he couldn't find where they produce, like zips, for example.
Yeah.
Things like that still have to be imported. So how are you finding that the industries do?
Okay, so for that aspect, I feel like we still have a lot of work to do on that, because it still boils down to the fact that we have to import these things. Yeah. But in terms of fabric, there's been like a little bridge where you can now produce fabrics locally. Okay. So that has helped a bit. But some people, we still have to create links with distributors outside Nigeria, strong links where it's easy for them to just export to us, send it to us in Nigeria. But when it comes to accessories and stuff like that, because of quality, I'm not saying like the quality we have is not standard here, but it's just a little safer to produce your stuff from outside and then just have it brought here. So I'm still hoping. I've had conversations with a couple manufacturers, if they would want to come and set base here and make it easier for people. So yes, it's still ongoing, but I'm sure. I mean, fashion has evolved in the last 5 years and it's still evolving. So I'm hoping that in the next couple of years we'll be able to have like a standard manufacturing house here in Nigeria for a lot of all these things, and we wouldn't have to look into going abroad for that.
Are your plans still to say, I hope I'm using the right terms now, there's a lot of people who want to be mass producers of fashion, you want to walk into any store, people to just pick up a FabLaneby outfit, or are you going to stay in the lane of doing tailor-made outfits? What's your plan? I know going large scale for a lot of people in Nigeria is very hard.
Yes, it is.
At that scale.
Yes, so for FabLaneby Derin, FabLaneby Derin we produce tailor-made custom orders, but then because of the market of everyone, we launched our ready-to-wear line called Bloom by FBD. It's still not like mass production, but it's more available and more accessible to everyone, affordability and things like that. So yes, in time as time goes on, because there's the main market in fashion, I believe, is in retail and in high street fashion. So yes, mass production is definitely in works, but still almost like luxury mass production kind of. So it's not just you pick it on the floor or whatever, but yes. It's still the way to go. Brand, of course, still keeping the brand's integrity, but just making it a lot more accessible and available to everyone.
All right, what does the nomination mean for you, though? How does this affect your business? What does it do for you?
So I mean, when I found out that I was nominated for this, I was super excited because I feel like it's almost everyone's dream to be known. Because I mean, we have other awards to our names and stuff like that. But when this particular one came in, just being a nominee for this category is so exciting to me. I'm so happy. I love what they do. Even without being a winner, you're still involved in certain things that shows the development of yourself and as the brand. So yes, I'm very excited. It's such an amazing thing to be, and I'm thankful for them to recognize me and my brand in this category.
Are you winning?
I'm winning. I'm winning. But everyone in my category, we're already winners because we do amazing stuff. But yes, I'm winning.
Okay. Good luck with everything. We're definitely rooting for all of you. And
thank you.
We're looking forward to all of the other nominees, of course, and see who takes on the prize. Congratulations, Derin Fabikun.
Thank you.
The Future Awards African Nominee 2019 of fashion.
Yes.
All the best.
Thank you.
But like I always say, you can follow the conversation